Hola, hola, buenas noches para América Latina y el Caribe. Les agradecemos su
Good
participación.
evening, everyone, all of you who are in Latin America. Thank you for participating in the second day of courses of this online training camp.
Bienvenidos, mi nombre es Andrea Meya, coordinadora de cultura de Fundación CLEC. Y antes de comenzar,
We have half an hour reserved for you to come online after the class started. Before we begin, we're now waiting for more people to join us. On the other hand, I want to say that for this online seminar, there are some prerequisites for receiving certificates. In your email, you have already received the full schedule. If you do not receive it, you're welcome to contact with me through email, the address of which is noted in the PDF file. You may also find the other conditions for receiving the certificate. Attendance rate of more than 70%, or writing a 200 to 300 word review of the classes, or providing a 2-minute video. On November 20th to 30th, we're going to receive your submitted materials. And on December 5th, we're going to present the certificates. You may also subscribe to our YouTube account or Instagram account and follow us on social media platforms. Thank you all for participating. And thank you for your attention. Now, please select the language channels that you prefer. We have 3 channels today: English, Portuguese, and Spanish. If you're now using your mobile devices, there's a simultaneous interpreting button at the bottom of your interface. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. It's a great honor for us to invite Professor Jia Lianying to deliver the second course. Now, before we begin, I'm going to introduce him to you. He is currently the Dean Professor, Doctoral Supervisor of the School of International Relations at BLCU, Director of the UN Research Center, Central and Eastern Europe Research Center under the Ministry of Education, National and Regional Research and Cultivation Center, Deputy Editor of the Chief of the Journal of Country and Regional Studies. He is also a member of the first National Graduate Education Guidance Committee for International Affairs, Vice President of BLCU International Political Research Association, Executive Director of the National University International Political Research Association, Director of the Chinese People's Association for Peace and Disarmament. He has also participated in judging education and training activities, including many famous competitions such as the National Interpretation Competition. His major achievements include the International Organizations and Global Governance to be published, The Global Landscape of the New Era and Destiny of Humanity, Building Peace from European Coordination to the United Nations. These are all his famous papers. Now we're going to extend to Professor Jia a warm round of applause. Thanks to the opening remarks by Ms. Tian and Ms. Melissa. Today, we're going to talk about the different aspects of China's regional culture. Some of you may have been to China, and you may know that China is a very vast nation with diversified regional differences. How to divide Chinese regions into different categories is also an issue to think of. And now we're going to divide this immense system into several segments. How many kinds of regional cultures are there on Chinese territories? Since this is an entirety in terms of China, we surely have many commonalities, but there are still regional differences. We are going to start with this map of China. It seems that the longitudes and the altitudes are vastly different in terms of Chinese territory. The topography is complicated and diverse, and the regional cultures are rich and colorful. These are inseparable from each other. We are now trying to provide 3 different languages of simultaneous interpreting at the same time. So Professor Jiang says that this is the first time he has so many interpreters at the same time. He's very honored to see that. Now coming back to talk about Chinese topography. The different Chinese regions have diversified climates and regional cultures. Now we are moving down. For the administrative regions of China, in history, the administrative regions have not remained the same. In ancient Chinese history, we may call the provinces different names. And currently, we have 23 provinces, 5 autonomous regions, 4 municipalities directly under the central government, and 2 special administrative regions. The autonomous regions are mostly located in regions with many ethnic groups, minority ethnic groups, so to speak, like Ningxia. As for the 4 municipalities under the central government, these include Beijing, Shanghai, Tianjin, and Chongqing. The 2 SARs include the Hong Kong SAR and the Macau SAR. Also, we have altogether 34 administrative regions. Under the provinces, there are municipalities, counties, townships, and villages. Altogether, we have more than 300 municipalities, 2,800 counties, over 20 million towns. So we're now dividing the administrative regions in terms of the sequence or provinces, municipalities, townships, and villages. Wherever this region has many commonalities in terms of culture, we're going to call this a unified region. So this is a comparative term. After the Second World War ends, international and national cultural exchanges has been increasing all the time. When northeastern people come to Hainan Island, they will bring the cultural wisdom. And there are many people from the central regions coming to Shenzhen for working. So through these connections and interchanges, the traditional regional differences are gradually dissolving, but still they exist. Now coming to the first regional culture, Northeastern culture. The northeastern part of China involves three regions, three provinces, so to speak, Heilongjiang, Jilin, and Liaoning provinces. In the southern part of the northeastern culture, there are more people from the Korean ethnic group. Here we have fertile black land and rich in granaries. The long winter here begins with snow at the end of October and ends in April of the following year. Japan and Russia interested in occupying this region for a long time. The Western countries also came to interfere. This is saying that the northeastern region is a bit like the United States. Because there are also indigenous people here, and most of the settlers are newcomers. And many people from Belarus and Russia came to Heilongjiang province around the 1920s. The local ethnic minority is mostly consisted of the Man nationality, Xibe nationality, and the others altogether called as the Solemn people. At the end of the Qing dynasty, many impoverished people from the central and southern regions came to the northeastern region to seek livelihood. The people here are mostly pragmatic because the natural conditions are harsh at the very beginning. So when they settle down here, they would strive to make their livelihood through working hard. And we are also going to name this culture as the Guandong culture. The fertile black land here is extremely suitable and efficient for producing grain. It is called the Granary of China. It is one of the three major regions with black land all across the world. And there were large numbers of young intellectuals sent to the countryside to aid the local agricultural development. And the freezing period is extremely long here. So the northeastern region is the region earliest in supplying central heat system and the latest to end the supply of heat. In particular, in Harbin, we can see many famous scenic spots, and there are large areas of primitive forests covering the Daxiangling and the Xiaoxiangling regions. And there's a diversified number of species, most notably the northeastern taiga and Siberian taiga. So it's a granary, a heavy industrial base, and a producer of three treasures: mint, deer, and ginseng. These are all treasures provided to the emperor in ancient times. What are the famous pots in the northeastern region? Here in Harbin, we have the most famous Sophia Cathedral. Harbin was called the Paris of the Oriental region in the past. It has very rich Western atmosphere, and the architecture is severely influenced by Western architecture. Here are the ice sculptures, and there are a large number of delicious cuisine in Harbin. The Harbin beer, the local red sausages, the northeastern barbecue, the pot stew, baked bread, rice bag, sauce dishes, etc. The Changbaishan Mountain is a place that you must go when you come to northeastern region. It is located in Jilin province, and there's a lake of the heaven at the top of Changbai Mountain. It is also the mark of the borders between China and DPRK. I believe that you must have enjoyed the delicacies in the northeastern region, since it is late at night over you there. I guess you must feel hungry when you see the pictures. The first dish I want to mention is the pot stew. You can put in it everything that you can think of, in particular the pot meat. Because the weather is cold here and people need a large amount of energy to move around. So the dishes are large in volume and rich in calories. The local restaurants are also very cheap and welcoming. It seems that I already feel hungry for myself when I see it. I cannot stay on this page for too long then. As for the art in the northeastern region, we have the local folk dance and the local talk shows. Because the winter is long, we need entertainment at winter times. There must be some form of amusement, right? Therefore, people would devise very interesting paragraphs in the form of talk shows. The most famous performer of the Xiaoping art form is Zhao Benshan, so people would get the impression that the northeastern people are humorous. This is the younger folk dance. It is also a form of local art. It seems that Changchun is more sophisticated in culture. There are many universities located here, like Jilin University. It is a very vast region. I have been there many times. So these are the local art features. Then, after introducing the northeastern culture, we come to the Sanjin culture. Because Sanjin means the three different parts of the ancient state of Jin. We're now coming to talk about the three segments of the ancient state of Jin, including today's Shanxi, Shanxi, and Hebei. It is located in northeastern and northern China at the junction of the Loess Plateau and the North China Plain, with very complicated topography and abundant natural resources.
看北京，说3000年看这个山西，然后说什么5000年看河南，又说8000年，看什么甘肃。
There's a saying that
也就是说，你看，这个历史。
we need to look at the different provinces at different points of history. When you travel through the Western orientation, you can see diversified cultural relics along the way. Now we're going to begin with Shanxi province. The province with the most on-site architecture and traditional cultural heritages. On the ground, I mean. It is the province with the most on-ground relics. It is not one of those provinces. And if you want to take a look at the underground cultural and historical relics, then Shanxi province is the province with most heritages. On these pages, we see the Yungang grottos in Shanxi province. It is on the ground. Also, the Yungang grottos are extremely exquisite, with many wall paintings and delicate architecture. It reveals the religion of Buddhism. There's also the ancient city of Shanxi province. It was the origin of Chinese traditional finance. These ancient cities that you see on the picture are located at the western part of Shanxi province. People there were hardworking, accumulating much wealth, and the Pingyang ancient city was reserved with full integrity. I was astounded by the majesty of the ancient city. The ancestors of China include Yao, Zheng, and Yu, and they came from Shanxi. Now we come down to talk about Hebei, which is my hometown. I feel very close to it because it is my birthplace, and I am more acquainted with it. Hebei was known as the state of Zhao in ancient times. It is famous for wushu or martial arts. There are many famous martial arts practitioners, bodyguards, and sportsmen in Hebei province. For example, there's the peach blossom and other styles of boxing. Also, the summer palace of the emperor is located in Chengde, and it is called the Chengde Mountain Resort in Hebei province. From the north to the south, there are many other regions as well. The cultures are not entirely common, because the southern part of Hebei is more similar with Henan province. The eastern part is more similar with Shandong province. As for Beijing, we're all familiar with it. Beijing is the capital of China for many dynasties. It has profound and rich historical culture, many cultural relics. Apart from the Summer Palace and the Forbidden City, there are also large number of reserved residences of celebrities in Chinese history, like Qi Baishi and Xu Beihong, two famous Chinese painters. The transportation here is also well developed. The population is over 20 million now. Almost every household in Beijing has a car. Sometimes it has two cars for one household. In Beijing City, we have the most concentrated regions of hospitals and universities. Because we have so many universities and hospitals and the best doctors and professors nationwide, people would concentrate in Beijing. People all across China would want a Beijing hukou in order to buy a house in Beijing. For example, I'm in BLCU. In this area, each square meter of residence is worth 120,000 RMB. Isn't it astonishing? 120,000 RMB per square meter. Okay, now we come back to talk about the famous scenic spots in Shanxi province. This is the famous terracotta. These are all warriors from the Qing dynasty. They wear very thick armors. Actually, only a small part of the Shanxi underground heritages have been excavated, and there are many that remain unexcavated. For example, the tomb of the Qin Shi Huang Emperor, because we currently don't have the necessary technical prerequisites for excavating and preserving these relics. Now I'm going to introduce the delicacies here. The one on the left side is called the noodle soup with sheep blood. Also, there's a saying that the local people take food as the most important. This is a saying by Confucius. So there are many local delicacies here. There's the noodles with minced meat, the stir-up ball, the honey zongzi, the pita bread soaked in mutton soup, etc. Okay, talking about the Shanxi opera art. The local people has Qinqiang or Qin opera. The Hebei province also has the Hebei opera. The southern regions of China have a much sweeter taste in terms of the opera. And the opera in the Sanjin region is very exhilarating and strong. Now we're coming to talk about the Qilu culture. It involves the province of Shandong. We have the most famous celebrity of Shandong province, Confucius. Shandong is also called the hometown of Confucius and Mencius. It has the famous Taishan Mountain or Mount Tai. We have here the Confucius Temple, Confucius Forest, and Confucius Residence. Confucius institutes are scattered all across the globe, and there's also a statue of Confucius within our campus of BLCU. Mount Tai is called the head of the 5 most famous mountains in China. Whenever an emperor assumes throne, he needs to go to the top of Mount Tai to look upon all the lives dwelling under his feet and announces his right. This is the Kongfu, named after Confucius, since Confucius' Chinese name is Kongzi. The descendants of Confucius are still living here. Upon the Confucius garden, on the right side of the slide, there are no birds. I don't know the reason. This is also the resting place of Confucius. There are no raisins here. And it is very curious. Since there's no raven in this forest, and many other cities like Yantai and Weifang have other functions in Shandong province. There are also rich heritages here. The other famous city of Shandong province is Qingdao. Here we have the Qingdao Beer Festival. Qingdao beer is probably the most famous and popular kind of beer in China. Universities, cultural brands, research institutes are all pouring into Qingdao. The Chinese Studies Institute has also set up a building in Qingdao because Qingdao has many advantages, policies for introducing talents. As for the Shandong cuisine, it is called the State of Lu cuisine. It is rich in both color and flavor. In the past days, people would consider it to be a great delicacy. But today, we are overnourished, so we think that the dishes here are too rich in oil. It seems that over 7 minutes has already passed, so that's half of the lesson. Now we are going to proceed to talk about the Jiangnan culture. Jiangnan refers to the regions beyond the Yangtze River. This includes the richest areas of China, Jiangsu, Anhui, and Shanghai. Here we have very rich material conditions. There's a saying in the past that Suzhou and Hangzhou, located at Jiangsu and Zhejiang province, respectively, are heavens on earth. So Jiangsu and Zhejiang people are very delicate, extremely different from the northeastern people. Because the surface area is small for these two regions, so the buildings here, the people here are also delicate. We have the famous Suzhou Garden and many ancient towns, such as Wuzhen. There's also another place called Xitang. These famous scenic spots are actually the residences of rich people in the past. As for Anhui, it involves both a strong culture of the north and the delicate culture of the south. So Anhui has the specific Hui Pai architecture or Huizhou architecture. It has gray bricks and white walls. Many literary celebrities come from Anhui. In Anhui, we have Huangshan Mountain, and these are pictures of Huangshan Mountain in different seasons. There's another place called Xuancheng in Anhui province. The paper which we use for writing with pen brushes come from the city Xuancheng. The four famous scenes here, respectively, Wondrous Pines, the Sea of Clouds, the Strange Stones, and the Winter Snow in Huangshan Mountain. This is the Hangzhou West Lake. For example, the West Lake does not sell tickets. There's the legend of the White Lady and Xu Xian. There's the famous bridge called Duanqiao on the West Lake, and the Hangzhou city has also invested a lot in holding cultural events because the local people are very enthusiastic and heartwarming. Hangzhou City invested a lot in providing the Asian Games slideshow, as well as holding the entire event. As for Shanghai, it is a very famous
比较衰弱的时候啊，对
economic
西方各种
capital
大
of
国
the
都来
South.
切割，然后形成了这种外滩租界
And upon the end of the Qing dynasty, many Western countries came to Shanghai to establish their own territories. So there's the Waitan culture in Shanghai. Many famous research institutes and universities are also located in Shanghai. If we name two most important cities in China, that in the north we have Beijing, and in the south we have Shanghai. It is the engine of the development of the south. In the southern region, when students go to school, they would prefer to go to Shanghai because Shanghai is more developed and sophisticated, and the Shanghai beach represents a specific gang culture and the days of literature and opera in Chinese memories. So the Jiangnan regions have many delicacies as well, separated in different provinces like the Xianshui duck in Nanjing and the Chuguiyu in Anhui province. Now we are going to take a look at Lingnan culture. Lingnan culture involves Guangdong, Guangxi, Hainan, Hong Kong, and Macau. When we think about Lingnan culture, we can think about many historical events because Guangdong is the place where reform and opening up starts. Shenzhen, Shantou, among others, are among the first cities to receive foreign direct investment. And Hong Kong and Macau SAR have strong atmosphere of Western civilization. As for the delicacies of this area, the Cantonese cuisine is very famous for its morning tea culture. The transportation in Guangdong is highly developed. The local cuisine is both nutritious and healthy. When you go to Guangdong, it is impossible for you to miss the morning tea. In addition, Here we have the line dance and the dragon boat race. Our ancestors have thought of the entertainment forms using the most ferocious beasts to seek prayers and blessings. For example, in the line dance, which is a very difficult art form, the head of the line is represented by a child because the child is more flexible. And in the dragon boat race, Guangdong is the province that has the most interest in dragon boat race. The Hainan Island is clean and beautiful in terms of the environment. It's a major tourist destination, but it's a bit hot in summer. The northeastern people prefer to go to Hainan Island over the winter because it's similar with North Europeans coming to Spain for the summer vacation. Many people even buy houses in Hainan Island for the stay. Next, we have the Damin culture. It has two areas, Fujian province and Taiwan province. As for the features of Fujian province, the famous cities include Fuzhou, Quanzhou. And the Mazu culture is very rich in Fujian province. She is the goddess of safety for the local seamen of Fujian. The local people erected many temples for her to seek prayers for the ships. They even say that Mazu has an ID card of herself, so she can travel on planes and trains. The Quanzhou city is also a city worth noticing. It is called the World Religious Museum. Here we have Islamic chapels, Christian churches, and Confucius temples existing side by side. And all these different religions are very harmonious to each other. There's also the temple of Mazu and the temple worshipping Guandi or Guanyu, a famous general in ancient Chinese culture. There's a saying often quoted by the local people, "Don't do to others what you don't want others to do to you." The local spirit worships self-sacrifice and harmony, which is actually also an important part of Chinese culture because we advocate inclusiveness, diversity, and harmony. Also, there's the Tianhou Temple, or the temple worshipping Mazu. It is the most famous scenic spot here. Now we are coming to talk about the Bashu culture. Bashu includes Sichuan and Chongqing provinces. It is most famous for its hot pots, or huoguo in Chinese. Why do the local people eat spicy food? Because the weather there is humid. So people need to eat spicy food to overcome the great humidity. Because Sichuan province has diversified natural resources, and the total amount of species in Sichuan alone is equivalent to the volume of species in the entire Europe. The most famous species there is panda eating bamboos. In the past, the panda actually eats meat, but now it mainly eats bamboos because the natural environment has changed to be more harsh, and actually bamboos have a very low content of nutrition, so it needs to eat from morning to dusk. There's also the panda diplomacy in China. A famous celebrity in China has left behind the Wuhou Temple in Chengdu. It's a figure from the state of Shu in the period of Three Kingdoms. Sanxingdui is also excavated in Sichuan area. It represents a bronze civilization 5,000 years ago. And it has changed our deductions of ancient history. We often put too much emphasis on the Yellow River civilization in the past, but the excavation of Sanxingdui reveals that the Yangtze River civilization is also another important segment of ancient Chinese civilization. Here we mark the Dujiangyan or the Dujiangyan Dam. It is the most famous irrigation system. And the local people would use the dam to benefit the local agriculture. And this region is mountainous to a large extent. The Chongqing province is called the 4D city because D means ground in Chinese. When you go outside, you can see subways crossing buildings. In the northwestern region, it is almost impossible to see such phenomena because Beijing is located on the plains. We don't see such phenomena either. In Fengdu, we have the ghost city because there are many horrifying elements in the ghost city. The local people say that if you are unhealthy, don't go to the city of ghosts. There are many coffins, ghosts, and zombies, mostly from legends, but it is nevertheless a local culture. This is the famous hot pot. Do you like hot pot? And the hot pots are very diversified as well. Now we are going to talk about the Huxiang culture, including Hunan and the Betu Hubei. The most important essence of Hunan culture is learning for practical use. The Yuelu Academy is located in Hunan. the oldest academy in Chinese history.
黄川山，还有这
黄
个
福之、
左宗棠、曾国藩，
左宗棠、曾国藩 among Chinese ancient intellectuals are all born in this area.
可以说后来很好的传承了湖湘文化。熟读各种古书，是为了应付现实的各种现实问题啊。
And the people would read a large amount of books to borrow from the wisdom of the ancestors to think about how to overcome the practical problems at the present day.
有些在减少，而长沙
How does Changsha attract so many newcomers when other cities across China are losing young people?
光是洗脚液是吧？那么张家界
It is impossible to attract young people solely through the local bathing industry.
我说到的长沙
The joke then.
也是这个
So talking about Changsha,
城市啊，
it is a most prosperous city,
并不贵是吧？你们要想
but the local houses are relatively cheap. Among all the provincial level capitals, Changsha is among the cheapest ones.
是吧？
Now we're going to talk about the Jingfu culture.
上九头鸟，地下湖北佬。
This is saying in the past that the Hubei people are very shrewd and clever. Both Hunan and Hubei have produced a large amount of generals, especially during the revolution periods.
等于是武术家的地方啊，像武当派啊，
In the northern part of Hubei,
是这个也代表了一种门派啊。三峡工厂，这是叫新
a large amount
中国当代新四大工种是吧？什么南水北调啊，西变东宋啊，这个三峡
of martial arts practitioners are located there. We have the Wudangshan Mountain, famous for Taoist temples
非常的
and
强
martial performances.
工程是一个巨型工厂啊。
Also, we have the Three Gorge Dam
你看热干面
in Sanxia City.
都有啊，还有东坡肉。
As for the local delicacies, we have the Dongpo Park,
黄州的时候啊，
celebrating
东坡肉，这都是美食。
the famous Chinese poet Su Dongpo.
啊，因为还有不同风格的啊，你比方说
There are other different cultural types
草原文
and
化
cultural regions as
西藏文
well.
化西藏
For
文化
example, we have the Western Tibetan
啊，主要体现在
and grassland cultures in
宁夏
China.
是吧？
We have the grassland culture covering
西域文化有江西
Xinjiang,
是吧？
Qinghai, and Ningxia, as well as the Inner Mongolia. We have the Western culture, including Xinjiang, Qinghai, Gansu, and Ningxia provinces. We have the Tibetan culture, and we have the Dianying culture,
阿拉伯中
represented by the province of Yunnan.
丝绸之路啊，那这当中呢，新疆扮演了非常重要的角色啊。
Xinjiang plays a very important role
新疆旅
in
游中国人
the development of the Western region culture. This year, we
这个地方呢，
have received in Xinjiang more than
60万平方公里。
150 million visits by
因
tourists.
为北疆、南疆它的风格
Xinjiang
不一样。
is also divided into the southern Xinjiang and the northern Xinjiang.
太阳能、风能啊，这我今年去
The
了2趟新疆，
local development of renewable energies
是中国的这可以
is
说
very strong. For example, we have large numbers of photovoltaic cells and wind
这
farms.
个环境保护非常关键。
In Qinghai, we have
也就是说这个地方的这种
well-developed ecological protection
还
and
有这种
reservation.
水哈，都要高度的来进行保护啊。但是青海也有很多这个好玩的地儿是吧？青海湖是吧？那么甘肃这长条啊，历史很悠久啊，有提供了古诗啊，描述这些地方的啊。
There are many ancient poems
阳关无故人是吧？
describing these areas. For example, they say that when you go outside to the western region, you will never meet people from your hometown and your old friends. In Qinghai province, there are also large numbers of scenic spots, like the Kukasili Valley. UNESCO, while evaluating both the natural and cultural heritages of China, are astounded by the number of the local heritages. As for Tibetan culture, it is very unique because it is the area inheriting Buddhism culture. And the relics are also a very important part of the local Buddhist culture. Now we are going to take a look at the Inner Mongolia Plateau. There's an ancient Chinese poem depicting that when wind sweeps across the plateau, you can see the grasses rise, and the sheep and cows are revealed under the grasses. People from Inner Mongolia love milk tea and eating lamb. There's also a famous competition called the Nadam competition. There's a place called the Salimu Lake in Xinjiang province. You can see how blue it is for the lake. It is called the last tier of the ocean. In northwestern culture, there are diversified ethnic minorities. Because there were frequent exchanges with the Middle East in Xinjiang province, the local culture is well featured. This is the local temple in Xizang. And Yunnan has the largest number of ethnic minorities, like the Yi, Bai, Naxi, among other ethnic minorities. The Dali ancient city is famous for the minorities of Bai. This is the ancient Lijiang city. And on the right side, we have the Dali ancient city. The young people love the local innovation, the self-produced cultural products. Yunnan is known as located at the south of colorful clouds, because Yun means cloud in Chinese. When I graduated from university, I had an internship in Yunnan province for 2 months. I developed mixed feelings for Yunnan province. Yunnan culture is also famous for special social systems. They even have the Mosul people retaining very primitive cultures. They're still living in the maternal society. The local children only know who their mothers are. They do not know about their fathers. This is the peacock dance by Yang Liping, a famous Chinese dance performer. She is said to only eat flowers and vegetables. She never eats rice. Yunnan is also the largest supplier of flowers in China because it has the tropical climate. It is also famous for many different kinds of mushrooms. So the time is up, and this is the end of my presentation. I'm now stopping my screen sharing. Thank you all for sharing. Thank you for participating. Thanks to Ms. Tian as well.
麦老师，您先讲啊。
谢谢老师，我说这个西语，muchas gracias al profesor por su presentación. Yo he estado respondiendo todos los mensajes que nos están enviando por interno. Y
Thanks to Professor Jia for the very interesting and informative presentation. You have shown to us many beautiful pictures attracting the attention of all participants. We have seen so many beautiful cities in China, and I believe that we need a very long time to visit them all. We are going to add the pronunciation upon your PowerPoint later for you to understand the pronunciation of the names of Chinese cities. Now we are going to have the Chinese language course. We cease to have simultaneous interpreting for the Chinese language classes.
So even if you don't have any idea of Chinese, you can follow the class, try to repeat at home, and remember all these classes will be we have to edit and all the videos, and we upload to our YouTube channel. For a few days, you know, we're very busy doing this workshop, so please be patient. And during the Chinese class, I will answer all the questions you have in Q&A. So remember, this part, we will close all the translations channels, only will be held in Chinese. Okay, thank you very much. And please welcome, vamos a dar la bienvenida to the next teacher. Bienvenido al profesor Xie Xie, y los animamos a seguir mandando mensajes. 好了，老师，谢谢你啊，谢谢。
OK， 好，谢谢啊。好，同学们好，可以听到吗？
可以的，没问题，没问题，老师。
是吧？OK， 好，那我们就开始啊。好，大家晚上好啊！今天呢，我们一起来看一看，绿色乡村旅行啊，绿色乡村旅行啊 ，Green Rural Tourism 啊，我是陈克路老师啊 ，You can call me 陈老师，陈克路啊，if you want to try, you can read out me 啊。陈克路 ，OK， 好，那我们呢今天先看一个视频啊，Let's take a look at a short video，OK， 那。 好，同学们啊，我们今天呢看一下这个刚才的什么呀？我们中国的一些风景啊。那么我们看一看，今天我们介绍一下中国最美乡村。OK，好，read again 啊，中国最美乡村。好，那么我们可以再看一个 video。
中国最美的5个村落，来看一看都是哪几个？一、新疆和睦村，它能满足你对新疆风景的所有幻想。这是一片从未被开发过的处女地，被中国国家地理评为中国第1村，水蓝色星球上的最后一片净土。二、安徽桃花潭，每一个来桃花潭的人都会拿出手机或相机来记录这美好风光。以物为界，上是天上人间，下是水中人家，简直是天界馈赠的水墨画，宛如人间仙境。三、云南哈尼村，哈尼梯田是联合国教科世界文化遗产。哈尼村位于哀牢山南部，天与地，山与水成为哈尼族人雕刻大地的画卷。广袤的梯田中，云海翻腾弥漫，蓝天白云倒映，其中宛若天堂之境。四、西藏索松村，这是一个现实版的世外桃源，在这里你能看见星球上最美的春天。抬头是南迦巴瓦山，低头是雅鲁藏布江，流淌的粉色花海沿着尼洋河一路铺展延伸，到过西藏而没有去索松村，那么应该是一个遗憾。五、安徽宏村，宏村以画中的村庄名扬在外，满湖的水色，白墙壁黑屋檐的搭配，一幅丹青墨画映入眼帘。而一旦下起雨，朦胧迷离，云烟袅袅，更是如诗一般素雅而静谧，这正是烟雨江南的美丽。
快手，拥抱每一种生活。
好，那同学们，刚才我们看了这个视频啊 ，There are 5 villages in this video. Now look at，第一个 heart rate。OK， 那 look at 拼音啊，拼音和睦村。啊 ，once more， 再来一遍，和睦村。啊 ，next， 桃花潭，桃花潭。好，哈尼村，哈尼村。索松村，索松村。宏村，宏村。那 look at the translation。OK， 好 ，once more， 再来一遍啊。好，一起啊，和睦村，桃花潭，哈尼村，索松村，宏村，宏村。OK， 好 ，once more，try。和睦村，桃花潭，哈尼村，索松村，宏村。OK， 好，再来一遍啊。宏村，索松村，哈尼村，桃花潭，和睦村。OK， 啊，这是5个中国最美乡村。中国最美乡村。OK， 那我们下边继续学习生词。生词 ，new words，new words， 生词。那先看拼音，拼音，拼音，拼音。OK， 好 ，read out me。最美绿色乡村旅行去哪儿哪个你我 OK second time look at the translation 啊，看翻译，第2遍看翻译啊，一起最美绿色乡村旅行去 去哪儿哪个你我 OK third time look at Chinese character 看汉字最美绿色乡村旅行去哪儿哪个你我 OK once more together 啊 this one 绿色 this one 旅行哪儿哪个你我美好最 OK 啊 read together 啊 once more 最美绿色乡村旅行去哪儿哪个你我 OK 那 we practice 啊好 this one where 和睦村好再来一遍和睦村 is a very beautiful village 和睦村好 next 桃花潭桃花潭桃花潭 OK 好哈尼村哈尼村 You can read that me OK 哈尼村哈尼村好 Here 这个索松村索松村索松村 OK 好 Next 红村红村红村 OK once more 再来一遍啊和睦村和睦村和睦村啊桃花潭桃花潭桃花潭好哈尼村哈尼村哈尼村 OK next 索松村索松村索松村啊红村红村红村 OK have you remembered this village 那我们看下边的生词美美美 OK next 最 is most 最 最啊，最美 most beautiful 最美最美最美好 how to read try 最美乡村最美乡村 the most beautiful village 最美乡村 okay once more this one 最美最美乡村 okay next 啊 this one 绿色绿色好乡村乡村乡村 now the color is green okay so this is 绿色乡村绿色乡村绿色乡村 okay next 好 you can choose one which one 好哪here 个 it's a measure word to count number of objects okay measure word 个轻声 neutral tone 个 okay read that me 3 times 个好 read together 一起哪个好 this one 哪个乡村哪个乡村 which village okay 好 once more 哪个乡村哪个乡村好，那么下边怎么样？去 to go to leave to go 啊，去啊，试一下，去哪儿？去和睦村。I'll read together 3 times. 去和睦村。去和睦村。去和睦村。啊，第二个，去桃花潭。去桃花潭。去桃花潭。啊，第三个 ，third， 去哈尼村。去哈尼村。去哈尼村。好，第四个，去索松村。去索松村。去索松村。The last one，最后一个，去宏村。去宏村。去宏村。OK， 好，那 next one， 哪儿啊 ，is where 哪儿 ，OK， 啊，去哪儿 去哪儿？去哪儿？Next，去哪个乡村？去哪个乡村？去哪个乡村 ？If I ask you，去哪儿？去哪个乡村？You can answer me。去 where？哈尼村。去哈尼村。OK，那你告诉谁？去和睦村。去桃花潭。去哈尼村。去索松村。去宏村。OK，好，那我们继续啊，继续 next。This is 我。那 this one 你 is you。我 I me。好 this one 他 he him。OK，好 what's more 我我好你那他OK，好 what's more 快点 faster。我你他你我你我他。好 next 做什么？旅行好，他做什么？好，去旅行。OK，好，那 if somebody asks you 去哪儿？we can say 去旅行。去旅行。好，Go on。你去哪儿？We can answer 我去旅行。我去旅行。OK，好，What's more？ Read together。去哪儿？去旅行。你去哪儿？我去旅行。好，Go on。你去哪儿旅行？I'll try。你去哪儿旅行？你去哪儿旅行？好，we can say 我去乡村旅行。好，look at 拼音。我去和睦村旅行。我去哈尼村旅行。我去索松村旅行。OK，好，那 we look at the word。再来一遍啊，我们再看一遍生词。好，once more。Read together。最美 美，绿色，绿色，绿色。啊，乡村，乡村，乡村。旅行，旅行，旅行。去，去，去。哪儿？哪儿？哪儿？哪？哪？哪个？个？个？你？你？你？我？我？我 ，OK， once more, read together. 最美，最美，乡村，乡村。好，最美乡村，最美乡村。绿色，绿色，乡村，乡村。绿色乡村，绿色乡村。好，旅行，去哪儿？去哪儿？去哪儿？去旅行，去旅行。啊，你，你，OK，we can make sentence。你去哪儿？你去哪儿？我，我，我去旅行，我去旅行。OK，好，Go on。你去哪儿旅行？你去哪儿旅行？好，we can answer。我去乡村旅行。我去乡村旅行。OK，好，那 we have finished the new words. Now we learn the text. The text. OK， it's a very short text. 很短啊，很短。好，那汉字，汉字。I'll try. I'll try. 啊，this is 玛丽，玛丽 Mary Mary 啊。This is 小美，小美，小美。啊，玛丽，玛丽。你去哪儿旅行？你去哪儿旅行？小美，小美。我去乡村旅行。我去乡村旅行。OK，好，哥，玛丽，玛丽，Mary。你去哪个乡村旅行？你去哪个乡村旅行？好，小美，小美。我去和睦村旅行。我去 和睦村旅行。Okay, it's easy or difficult? Now, if you feel difficult, you can look at 拼音。Now, what's more? Read together. 玛丽，你去哪儿旅行？好，你去哪儿旅行？好，小美，我去乡村旅行。我去乡村旅行。哪个，玛丽？你去哪个乡村旅行？你去哪个乡村旅行？小美，我去和睦村旅行。我去和睦村旅行。OK，好，我们再来一遍，once more。好，回答你。你去哪儿旅行？我去乡村旅行。你去哪个乡村旅行？我去和睦村旅行。好，Who want to try? If you want to try, you can put up your hands. Okay?
“好了，我们让几个学生举手。好了，
嗯哼
稍等一会儿。好了，现在咱们可以干完了。好了，
好，卡米洛。
我
two
有一个
persons,
纠纷，
two persons. Okay, two persons. Another one.
yes,
再来一
Brian,
个。Okay.
Can you
Did I-
hear us?
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
yes,
Yes,
I
I can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Okay.
Okay. 好
Can you hear me?
You choose one.
Yes,
Mary 小美。
我姓南，我不姓玛丽。
啊，OK，小美，好吧，小美啊，OK。
对吧？不
那
忘记
another
说
one. Mary。
Mary,
OK，好，Run Mary。那开始，begin。
OK，你去哪儿旅行？
我去乡村旅行。
你去哪个乡村旅行？
好，
我去
村。
乡村旅行。
我去和睦村旅行。
很好啊，Good。Read this one。和睦
和
村。
和睦村旅
好
行。
，once more。和睦村。
和睦村旅
OK，
行。
好，Right。好，once more，再来一遍啊。
再说一遍啊。
Mary。
你去哪儿旅行？
好，小美。
我去乡村旅行。
你去哪个乡村旅行？
我去海木村旅行。
好，better 啊。那 look at this one，一起 read together。乡村
乡村
乡村
和睦村。
和睦村
好，once more，再来一遍。乡村。
乡村
好，去乡村。
旧乡村
好，
乡
去
村
乡村旅行。
旧乡村旅行。
好，我去乡村旅行。
我去乡村旅行。
啊，那 this one together。你去
你去
你去
哪个
哪个
乡村
乡
乡
村
村
旅行？
旅
旅行？
行？
啊，
旅行。
我
我去
我
我
去
去
和睦
和睦
村
村
和
和睦
睦村
村
旅行。
旅
旅行。
行。
OK，much better 啊。那 it change，OK，it change。
OK，
老师，我们可以上次还有另外的人，因为有很多人要参加。
OK，好
好了，
，OK。
we're going
That's
to
fine.
do
That's
another
group. That's group.
next group, yes, because I
Next
have a lot
group.
of people
Okay.
here. So we have Abigail and then
Ah.
Carolina.
Abigail。
Carolina, 你好，Hello。
啊，你好，你好，好。
你好
Another one。
，Caro, yo Meli, tú.
OK，好。
¿Qué?
Choose one。Who is
你
Mary？
你去哪儿旅行？
我去乡村旅行。
好。
你去哪个乡村旅行？
我去和睦村旅行。
很好啊。Pay attention。
谢
This
谢
one。
你。
This one。好，乡村。
乡村。
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 OK，much better 啊。好，read together。你去哪个乡村旅行？
你去哪个乡村旅行？
哎，很好，很好。好。
谢谢你。
好，OK，you
谢
can
谢。
change，it change，换一下，
好。
换一下。好，那
你去哪儿旅行？
我去乡村旅行。
好。
你去哪个乡村旅行？
better。
我去和睦村旅行。
和睦村。
和睦村旅行。
OK，很好，很好啊。好，那我们难一点，好吧？难一点啊，能不能看一下汉字？汉字。OK。
OK OK 呀。
try 啊，试一下
好了
啊，试一下。 OK， 好，开始 begin。
Tú primero, Caro, o yo.
你去哪儿旅行？
Ya me trabé.
小美啊，我
去哪？
去
哪？
this one。
我是乡村旅行。
right OK。 好。
我
你去哪个乡村旅行？
很好。好。
我是 No, ya me trabé.
好。
tú不行。
我去
和睦村旅行。
OK， 好，很好啊。好，一起啊，我们再来一遍，一起啊。
我是
你
和睦
去哪儿旅行？
旅行。
好，
我是和睦村旅行。
好，这算和睦村旅行。OK， 啊，好。
sí 谢谢你。
OK，那
Ya
我
había
们
dicho
再
que-
来难一点，another one，another group。
Another group. 啊，
嗯，
我先说很快. Estoy dejando
快。
de a poquitito subir la mano porque somos casi 400. Okay, we are more than 400 people, so they're going to raise your hand and choose people. Okay, so that's they're going to ask Laura. Okay, and
，love 的，
Laura and then Yesenia. Okay,
是玛丽，劳拉是玛丽好吗？
好了。
OK，玛丽啊，玛丽啊，
我开始吧。
开始啊，
你去哪儿旅行？
我去，
你好，你住
小美啊，
你住哪儿旅行？我住乡村旅行。你住哪个乡村旅行？我住禾木村旅行。
OK，好，很好啊，很好，
老师我也来吧，我也是玛丽，也是小梅，可以吗？
啊，可以啊，一个人啊，
我一个人是两个学生。你去哪儿旅行？我去乡村旅行。你去哪个乡村旅行？我去禾木村旅行。
很好，很好啊。好，那么我们再来难一点啊，
难一点，好，
难一点啊，难一点 ，OK， 难一点 ，difficult 啊，you can say，你想去哪儿，你去哪儿都可以，OK 吧？啊，那么 this one， 你去
Yes， 你住哪旅行？我住乡村旅行。你住哪个乡村旅行？我住禾木村旅行。
很好，很好啊，禾木村啊。好，this one pay attention，旅行。
旅行。
好，旅行。行。好，二声 second tone 啊，旅行。好 better， 旅行。哎，很好，很好，很好。好，最后一组。
好了，last two people. Thank you, Yesenia and Laura. Jacqueline. Okay, I'm going to and then 还有 Kelly. 好了。
好，出组完啊。
你好
，Mary，你好。
早上好。
早上好 ，You are Mary，OK？You are Mary 啊。
OK。
好 ，The other one，小美，OK？
OK，
好，开始。
Kelly，小美。
Kelly，小美。
OK，I will wait for the another persons to start. Mali。
玛丽 ，Jacqueline。
OK，我是玛丽。你去乡村旅行。
Where？ 你去哪儿？
对不起，你去哪儿旅行？
小美。
我住乡村旅行。
旅行好。
你去哪个乡村旅行？
我住禾木村旅行。
好 ，Pay attention，this one。禾木村。好，禾木村。OK， 好 ，sentence。我去
禾木村旅行。
OK， 好，很好啊，好了。
谢谢。
Two persons, it change，OK，it change。啊，换一下。Kelly。
OK。你去哪儿旅行？
好，
我去乡村旅行。
你去，
你去哪个乡村旅行？
我去和木村旅行。
很好，很好啊，很好。OK，
哦，
好了
感谢老师。
啊，谢谢同学们啊，也很好啊。好，同学们，我们最后啊再来一遍，一起试一试。先看汉字啊。好，一起啊，你去哪儿旅行？我去乡村旅行。你去哪个乡村旅行？我去和木村旅行。OK，好，那拼音试一下。你去哪儿旅行？我去乡村旅行。你去哪个乡村旅行？我去和木村旅行。好，那最后我们可以 substitution 啊，替换一下，替换练习啊。你去哪儿旅行？我去乡村旅行。我去北京旅行。我去上海旅行。OK，你去哪个乡村旅行？我去和木村旅行。那我不想去和木村，我要去索苏村、河村、宏村、桃花潭都可以啊。我去索苏村旅行，我去宏村旅行，我去桃花潭旅行，OK，都可以啊，都可以。好，那么同学们，我们一起复习一下，今天学的生词。OK，take a review。好，试一试，一起啊。和木村、桃花潭、哈尼村、索松村、宏村。好，拼音：和木村、桃花潭、哈尼村、索松村、宏村。Okay, translation. There are five villages. We called it 中国最美乡村 most beautiful village in China. OK，再来一遍啊。和木村、桃花潭、尼村、索松村、宏村。OK，好，Let's group. Try 啊，试一试汉字 Chinese character。最美绿色乡村旅行，去哪儿？哪个？你我？好，看拼音啊，看拼音。最美绿色乡村旅行，去哪儿？哪个？你我 translation 翻译啊，最美绿色乡村旅行，去哪儿？哪个？哪个？ 你，我。好，make a sentence。最美乡村，最美乡村，绿色乡村，绿色乡村。好，旅行，去旅行，哪儿？去哪儿旅行？去哪儿旅行？哪个？哪个乡村？去哪个乡村？去哪个乡村旅行？好，你去哪儿？你去哪儿？你去哪儿旅行？你去哪儿旅行？我去乡村旅行。我去乡村旅行。OK，哪个乡村？哪个乡村？我们有5个 5 villages：和睦村、桃花潭、阿尼村、索松村、红村。OK，好，那最后我们的课文啊，一起啊 read together。好，你去哪儿旅行？我去乡村旅行。你去哪个乡村旅行？我去和睦村旅行。OK，好，再来一遍啊，再来一遍。好，你去哪儿旅行？我去乡村旅行。你去哪个乡村旅行？我去和睦村旅行。OK，好，今天我们的课文啊就是这些啊，就是这些。That's all, that's all。那么作业啊，作业啊，作业，作业啊，复习生词课文。OK，复习生词课文啊。明天，陈老师检查，啊，要 check it tomorrow。OK，好吧，生词课文啊，生词课文复习一下。好，那么最后我们玩一个游戏啊，玩游戏啊。刚才 there are 5 villages in our video， 对吧？5 villages。Now the number in Chinese how to say？ 好吧，来试一试啊，试一试。1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10。OK，好，再来一遍啊！1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10。Got it 啊！最后一遍啊！1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10。OK，好，faster 啊！1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10。OK，好，How many？ 5，然后3，好，this one。6，好，7，OK，9，4，好，很好啊，再来一遍，最后一遍啊，一起。 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。OK， 好，好了，今天我们到这儿。OK，clap it over。See you
谢谢
tomorrow。
老师。
再见。
我想去中国旅行。
欢迎欢迎欢迎啊！欢迎。OK，
谢谢老师，我很快说 see you 和英语。Muchas gracias a todos los que participaron por chat, por micrófono, por correo electrónico. Sé que es muy tarde en América Latina. Nos vemos mañana. Recuerden que tenemos una nueva sesión. Thank you very much. We already know it's very late in Latin America. Here in Chile is already 11 at night. So we're waiting for you tomorrow for a new session. Thank you for your participation. Thank you. Bye bye.
OK， 好，再见，再见，好，再见。
再见，晚安。